little light on, so hopefully you can kind of see me. It's kind of a bright light, but I've got a red plastic clothespin clipped in front of it, kind of dampening it down so it ain't so blinding to me, so I can still see the road good, so it's not interfering with my night vision, you know. And it is kind of a red light. I took clear tape, it's a side of a flashlight, lantern light, and I took clear tape, put it on over the lantern light, used a red marker to try coloring over, tint it down a little bit, so it wasn't a bright white light. Church. I think that's part of my blues. I haven't been to church in a while. I've been watching online, but it ain't the same. You know, when I'm actually at church with everybody else, the feeling in the air and everything, it's just different, you know. And then of course you got other parishioners, you know, shaking your hand and saying good to see you and stuff, you know. Then when church comes around, I've had either really freezing cold weather, some of the Sundays are super freezing cold, and I didn't have much gas, so as much as I wanted to go to church, I didn't want to run out of gas and freeze, because it wasn't economical for me at all to go to church that time. And I shouldn't look at it like that, because God does keep providing. Well, another thing too is I've tried to keep at least 3 $1 bills. So I got a thing for the number 3 in the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So even though I haven't had income, every time I go to church, like when I play by free play or whatever, and make a few bucks, I try to save at least 3 $1 bills for church. So when I go to church, I can give at least $3 to church, you know. That's pretty much what I did even when I was working. I'd also give at least $3 because of the Holy Trinity thing. But there's other times I've given more too, you know, where I put $10 in here. One time at a different church when I was working down south, I ended up giving them like $20 to $40, but that's because I had some family would be there was a evening church session, and they were playing a movie. I forget the name of the movie now. It was about child trafficking and stuff, based on a true story. And it was free, you know, but because I had there's 3 adults and two kids who all went. So I just gave the church like $40 because it was kind of like a movie night, you know. And what a better place to have a movie night and be able to donate the money to church, you know. Another reason I haven't been to church, along with the cold weather and not being able to afford the gas, I haven't had the extra $3 to give to the church either. And even though it's okay, I mean, you know, I've sat there before when they're taking tithings and not had money to give them, but I don't know, I want to be able to give more, do more. But I'd still go even if it was warmer and I had more gas, I would have went anyway, even if I couldn't afford to do tithings, you know. Tithings, however you say it. assisted, or getting the extra diesel or the extra propane bottles. Also, that way, if I do run out of diesel and don't have diesel to run the furnace, well, then I still got some propane heat, you know, if it gets cold. Card was given to me by local community, you know. I've had subscribers write to me and ask for a P.O. box, and I know that's so they can send me stuff, and I know that's what they're thinking, like gift cards or something, I'm guessing, you know. And I appreciate that, I really, really do. As soon as I can afford to get a P.O. box, I will, and I'll post it. Right now, like I said, I got to get diesel, and I think I'm hoping I'll have enough left to get my tabs for my license plate for my camper here. I'm either going to have enough or be close to it. So, and I don't want to. After I get diesel, I think I might still have enough. I'll only get $10 of diesel, and that way I can get my tabs. I don't know. Either that, or but even if I'm close to it, then maybe I can. I hate to ask for help, but maybe I can ask one of the locals. You know, if I'm short, to get help to get my tabs. If I don't get my tabs, that's just going to be a whole another stress ball for me. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, please, Lord, send me work, send me income. I think I've been tested definitely well enough. I think I've done a really good job of surviving and keeping my faith and still staying positive and helping people even when I ain't got nothing. Putting on my happy face when I'm struggling to not cry. Get there within 10 minutes or less, but it's already been going a while, and it's more gas to burn too. Oh Lord, I hope I was guided to go past Quick Trip and head straight back into town for a reason. I don't know why I just passed it. Oh yeah, because that'd probably be cheaper, and it was, you know, stopping and going again and all that stuff, rather than just keeping on flowing. And I do believe it'll be cheaper down there. At the auto shop, they said everything's in really good shape with my camper, so I really shouldn't stress it as much as I do. But I told them to check engine light comes on, but there's no codes. So, but I noticed when I give it gas or let off the gas, it'll go away for a while sometimes. It didn't do it that time, but I don't normally get on my gas like that. I thought I'd try it quick. watching with me to the end of my videos. I really, really appreciate it. I know a lot of people just watch a little bit and skim through it and look for something that grabs their interest. That's okay. At least you're checking them out. Yeah. The thing is, though, the people that are only skimming through it and checking them out, they, some of my videos, they're missing out on some really good information. I think, anyway. I've even, with my showing my vulnerability about stuff, I've even talked about, rough stuff as a child growing up. My father being an alcoholic, and yeah, a lot of stuff I'm talking about, and how I was healed through all that by how I did things or seen things. And I think the stuff I shared could be very helpful for somebody else. So I know that these videos I'm putting out definitely have value in them, without a doubt. I know they got value in them. It's just that I'm showing my vulnerability of all the crap I'm going through. I think that in itself has some value, showing people that they're not alone, and even when I'm feeling self-pity because of my situation, I always still thank the Lord for all the good stuff I do have, because I know I've got it so much better than other people, even in my tough situation. So I am very, very thankful for all the good stuff I do have, and that it's not worse. You can tell I got a blinker on in front of me. I can see my face flashing on it. Yeah, gas went down even cheaper down here now. It was like $2.47 yesterday or that, and now earlier when I left, I think, and now it's down to $2.38, which means diesel will be a bit cheaper. Alright, let's get the seatbelt off me. Well, I think that rise mushroom coffee is working, because I know I start putting on some weight after I haven't been working at the foundry, and it got to where my belly was starting to touch the steering wheel again, because at one point, shut this light off, shut the vehicle off. At one point, I was up to over 400 pounds, and when I'd get in this camper when my mom bought it, with the chair all the way back like it is now, my belly would be squished up against the steering wheel, and as I would turn, and that I could feel it just sliding through my belly, like, or whatever, on my clothes or whatever. Good thing I had clothes on, otherwise it'd burn my skin and screech it. So it got to where my belly was starting to touch the wheel again a little bit. So when I'd go to unbuckle the butt seat belt and try to suck my gut back to pull the belt through, it would still I'd have to pull it, because of the pressure, to get it through between my belly and the steering wheel. And now I can go back like that, and it goes through without having to drag it through, So, and I think that's from the Rise mushroom coffee. I really do. I think it's because my belly's sagging down more, because I had a big gut. Instead of it sticking out, it's dropping down more, which is a weird feeling because it hits you in the legs and stuff. Oh, there's so many things I wish were better. But I guess it all comes with age and not eating properly and not continuing to work out all the time and stuff. So, once again, God bless you. Thumbs up if you would. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.